Greetings, my excellent friends. Are we ready to get out of hell? I don't know if hell's ready for us to get out of it, but I'd say we're ready to get out of hell. Why can't my chair go in? Hang on. Well, close enough. It is a joyous day. Kingdom Hearts is coming to Steam. Which means, you know, given another, acceptably solid amount of time, it might become affordable on Steam. But I have more faith in a Steam release leading to a better price than Epic. One moment. Yeah, I've not missed anything. We have not started moving just yet. Sorry, I've been distracted by conversations going on in other places. Okay. As I recall, something moved her. Because she doesn't look right at the minute. She's like... I'm trying to remember what it was, but I think it was something I did. But she's currently pulling both of her arms away from the binds. We fought the Guardians. I don't know what... She mentioned having a jailer. I guess it's the, spectators, but there were two of those, and she mentioned jailer as singular, so I'm not entirely sure. I don't think it was Raphael, because she would also talk about Raphael without necessarily... using a more general term, but, yeah, I was expecting some kind of boss figure to fight back against us, and there wasn't. I don't think there's anything necessarily to explore and find in this area. It's just a battle arena with a lot of leaps and jumps, but what we need to do now is, break these. I suppose we could talk to her and...
No one stopped me yet.
No doubt she'll be like, why aren't you freeing me? Or... what would be the evil option in the House of Hope? Would it be to, like, not bother to come save her, or would it be to come down here, kill all of her captors, and then just leave her where she is? That would be funny to me. Here.
Hammer is almost as sweet
Oh,
as you
okay.
are. Smash those chains!
Let's have our resident smasher do that, shall we? Wait, that's... you need to actually use the hammer. Hang on. There. Do we throw it? I don't actually know if throwing it does the thing. Oh, it is thrown. It is a thrown weapon. Oh, but you need to use Unshackling Strike. You have to specifically use this.
Caveat incantato.
I should have just said Caveat Emptor. Yeah. The Orphic Hammer only really works as a throwing weapon for an Eldritch Knight because that's the only way to make it returning.
I never thought I would be believed. I could be hoped I might be. Heads will roll. But we must dress the Holyphant in the room. I can see how you avoid looking at me. I must be so terribly mutilated after all these decades of torture. Don't hold back.
Not quite.
Tell me how bad it is.
You look perfectly normal. I mean, we're a bard. We'll tell her she's beautiful. We gotta go the charming option. It's in the class description. Plus, Karlak would probably agree if she was given a line here. So
I'd blush if they had left me any skin to redden, and I would kiss you if they had not torn off my lips.
no, really, you look fine. There's nothing wrong with you. Are there any mirrors in this place? I wouldn't trust a mirror in hell. Would you trust a mirror in hell? I feel like a mirror in hell, even if it looked like it was reflecting everything sensibly, it would have subtleties to it. Or perhaps it would only go after people. Like, say, for example, it looks fine to us, but Hope sees the horror she thinks she is. You know? She can look in a mirror once we get her out of Avernus. That would be my inclination. Stop, or at least I will attempt to stop typing off screen. Raphael is 95% ego, 5% demon. I'm also vaguely stalling because I know Blue Moon wanted to see the end of this section and I haven't seen her around yet, and I'm like, did you sleep in? I don't know. But I don't think I should wait any longer. Seriously, there's nothing wrong with you, physically at least.
I hope that was a compliment.
We'll carve our way to the entrance hall and chop Raphael into messes. That's the hopeful version, of course. The likely version is that we are the messes and he is the chopper. Onwards!
Uh-huh.
too much Stellaris. Are you winning? Or are you, sufficiently blobby that defeat is impossible? Where am I going? Right, it's this way. What actually happens with these petrified people? I wonder if you can, But they're debtors, so if you fix them, they probably just attack you, because Raphael currently has them rather addled. Then they'll explode and turn into a dog or something. An achievement in a Paradox game. I think the next time I play Paradox games, I might look into modding the achievements back into working. I'm sure someone's done that. Because I don't want to play Iron Man, but I do want to be rewarded for my work. Because what I noticed, because I've been playing Total War, and what I notice about that one is that they don't have any scruples. You can mod the game to hell and back and the achievements will still work. Let alone having the achievements locked to hard mode. Sure, they have a hard mode, but they don't make you play it. Raphael would first have a mirror that shows what he actually looks like, so he can magically modify his own form so everyone else sees him as looking amazing. Yeah. He'd need, like, an unbiased mirror to... set himself up with. Okay, let's... We've cleared this place out. We literally just need to go back to the entrance. So I assume the fight's gonna be there. The door's shut, I see. Dum, 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 dum.
Let's get going. Need to find a way forward.
There are 3 things you need to know about Raphael.
Actually.
He's almost home now, closer than a kiss. His favorite color is blood. And he probably knows 1,000 ways to kill us.
Still breathing.
I just noticed that Hope is
It's going to hurt.
controllable. Not only that, but she's Karlach's follower.
Moment.
No time for chitter chatter. It's tempting to delay the inevitable, but this is it. The big showdown, the final act, the glorious ruin that comes to us all. There is also the slim possibility that we win.
The cub speaks. Voss will be pleased with our progress. Come to the underground. We must show him the Orphic
Who
hammer.
are you people? And how did you come to have so many friends?
I don't know why that button wasn't working. Zach Sabbath, thank you for the raid. Demon Dragon, I don't know if you noticed me walk up to the door and then immediately turn around, but that was the intent. But it is important to me to...
What path lies before me?
make it clear that I thought of that before I read a comment about it, because, the best way to discourage backseating suggestions is never to take any, so, rest assured, I was going here of my own will, not because anybody, suggested I should. Alright, so, we're in hell. I don't know if y'all are Baldur's Gate 3 familiar, but this is very, very late game, so if you care about spoilers at all in a game like this, you might want to leave before any of this looks contextually understandable to you and you see things you shouldn't. That being said, the warning given, we're in hell. We've rescued a What are you, a cleric? She is a level 10, yes. Okay, we need to figure out how to actually use this character effectively. We can't do anything about her gear. She's got crap stuff, so I guess we'll be using her spells, but she doesn't have a lot of spells. Got a lot of spell slots, all the way up to level 5, but all she has is mage armor. Huh. Hope banishes one of the unwelcome guests from her house forever. Okay. Special. She can only use it once? Or is it that they're banished until long rest? Right, no, it takes a level 5 spell slot. She can use it twice. But if she does, she won't get to use Mass Cure Wounds, which... Mass Healing Word... Yeah, she should probably just be healing people. And she's got Guiding Bolts, we like those. Oh shit, bye then. Yeah. I don't mean to turn raiders away, but I know I'd be very upset. If I accidentally walked into very, very late game Baldur's Gate spoilers, so like...
Still alive. So that's progress.
This does not work on the main enemy. No, that... I did not mean to close... Baldur's Gate has a door problem, where like you try to go through a door and you interact with the door and thus close it in your own face instead of walking in. Anyway. So yeah, I'm probably just going to largely use her as a heal bot. Is there anything...
Better show them how it's done.
We did the... We did the Hero's Feast. Would we do it again? Because they've already got the buff.
No one back home will.
And it's not temp hit
this.
points. It's a max hit point increase. So the healing brought it back to it. All right. Cool. I have my Chain Lightning. Got our Elementals, full health.
Eager for battle.
There's nothing.
All right.
There's nothing else to do. If everybody could yeah, gang up as close to the door as possible so that not too far away when we go in. Oh, he's not here. Great! We just go through the portal and we leave, right? These soul pillar things are still deactivated. There's no fight. Guys, there's no fight. It's fine. We just leave.
Very well.
Don't we? Okay then. Portal to the Devil's Fee. This is definitely going to work.
Time slows for a moment, and the air becomes thicker. The master of the house is coming.
Master of the house, quick to catch your eye. Hey there, gorilla. Corilla. Okay, you brought a big friend.
There are many things in your world that I loathe. Litters of kittens, chattering children, the noise and the chaos of it all. In my world, in my house, there is order and there is decorum. You came here uninvited and you stole from me. In doing so, you brought the chaos of your world into mine. I will not abide it.
You need better stuff. Corilla didn't even try to stop me.
I didn't need to. It was very entertaining watching you dig your own grave. I permitted you the freedom to decide your own fate. You could have been smart, selfless, saved the world. Instead, you came here and risked everything.
It's the fatal flaw of mortal kind. Take away their free will and they call you a tyrant. Allow them to indulge it and they become tyrants. You would have been heroes if you'd only dealt fairly with me. Instead, you're not so different to doomed Carsus, overreaching your limits and burning your world to ash.
Wrong! 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 They will save their world and smash you to smithereens.
It's this charming naivety that makes your company such a joy to me, Hope. I'll even forgive this little rebellion once you're suitably chastised.
This isn't a rebellion. It's a revolt. I'm revolting!
Then Hope dies today. Commander, you can salvage a trophy from these insects when I'm done with them.
These insects struck me down beneath the Shadowlands.
No, we didn't.
They are worthy opponents.
Did we?
Their skulls will make fine trophies.
We used our words on Yurgir. So he killed himself and then, of course, went straight to Raphael. I say... Well, we can try and get to him. Join the winning side. Raphael doesn't stand a chance against me. Yeah. Let's go with the Eagle's Splendor. We can afford a level 2 slot.
To stand against a devil in his own home. That takes courage. I'm with you.
How tiresome. Am I to understand that you wish to die?
It's just like, yeah,
I
alright.
wish to fight with them.
It's all the same in the end. If you have any last words, make it quick. It will only take a moment to finish you.
Wait, please, I have one final proposition. You know, I've been hoping to kill you ever since I met you.
Hope. It always burns you in the end, little mouse. Now, down comes the claw.
Oh, hey, you gained a bit of height. Ooh. Oh, you're not hitting that. So we can attack the pillars to deal with it, radiant damage, especially. And bludgeoning. Huh. I know how to deal with that.
Hell has its laws.
What the fuck?
Hell, effect and the cause. Curtain falls, but hold your applause. Squirm, for now down here come the claws.
Is that him? How am I supposed to do a fight?
Lives, all mortal lives.
He is so arrogant that he sings his own theme song while killing you. Okay, but here's the question. When you really wanted to get a sentence out like 10 seconds earlier.
Brave, but it's all been for naught. True souls that couldn't be bought.
But that is a nice touch. Good.
Detected and caught.
for anybody watching this on VOD or
No
not
more deals.
staring at the
It's
chat,
over.
I was about to ask. The real question is, if he's singing, what happens if you cast silence
No
on him?
more
Just as
grace. It's
somebody
over.
said, if you
This
cast
house
silence on him, it
of
skips his lines. All right. Oh, and he's not bad either, is he? He's level 16, so he's a fucking cheater. He can't get to... Dex 28! But 12 of it is coming from the Soul Pillars. Alright, so we want to kill the Soul Pillars. We also have several Vengeful Cambions that are devilishly strong, which is a buff. If the affected entity is attacked with radiant damage, Raphael's protection reflects twice that amount as fire damage, and this condition ends. So don't use radiant on them, because it will throw fire at us. Also, Karilla has, like, no health. Might just get Lae'zel to go over there and whack her on the head with a non-lethal toggle because she's Hope's sister. I don't know if that has an effect, but, like, roleplay-wise, I can see Hope not wanting her dead. It does! Nice. The first thing you did here was drop a radiant... Oh, so you learned it a more direct way. I was thinking of maybe just Cone of Colding 3 Cambions here. What does cold do? The resistance to cold. Resistant to lightning. That's a bit of a balls. Also resistant to all the physicals. But hey, we got Uragir. Immune to fire, yeah. Well, we'll still use Chain Lightning because of, you know, it's good. Oh. We could Ice Storm instead of Cone of Cold then, I guess. I've had a couple where you ignored the pillars entirely. I mean, yeah, it's an option. They've only got 99 health, though. Karlach could, like, wreck one. They give him AC, yeah. We'll go with an Ice Storm because I think, while the Cone of Cold will hurt them, the Ice Storm might knock them over, and that's actually better. Because they're not going to get that hurt by this. Well, sometimes people aren't trained for singing, but they sing anyway.
Forward.
Don't really have a bonus action for her.
Time to push my luck again.
I might want to wait on the Chain Lightning to get them wet. But what else is a good move from me? Hold monster Raphael. That's not bad, eh? We'll break concentration on what, sorry? Oh, guidance, sure. It's actually got a 90% chance of working. That's nuts. I could use it as my level 6 and hit 2 targets, but I don't think there's anybody else super worthy of it. Because just about everybody else is going to melt pretty good if Uragir was alive. And, well, if Uragir was on his side, perhaps, but... in that case, I might want to get out of the way. Because I don't want to get hit. But let's shoot a Cambion. Okay.
Don't waste a step.
I don't want to get hit and have concentration break. Oh. So going ham on him is a good idea because of the effects of this spell. Okay. Well, while we've got that, then Karlak will, close up as an auto crit? Does that mean the throwing won't... Within 3 meters. So we could still throw, but we just need to stand at him. Let's do that. I noticed that the song stopped. Is that because he's frozen? Or is it just that it only plays once? Because it appears to be regular music now. I'm gonna need to have a look at that music, that song. Because, like... I'm gonna do the Raphael part. Obviously, it's based on that music that's been playing around his house, around his stuff. Dum, 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 dum. I need to get to the lyrics, but Raphael's final act. We'll take a look later.
Death greets us all, but not today.
Oh yeah, that's nuts. I think that's the sort of thing where I will enjoy it more once I've learned the song. Obviously, because you're focused on the fight setup, I'm not spending a lot of time listening to it, but that's a really cool touch. You've watched the music video of it so often it tends to be on your home page. Yeah, that's real good. That and I've never played this series, but there's a musical number in Alan Wake 2 that was stuck in my head for a while. If I ever play the Alan Wakes and I ever decide to stream them, I don't think Alan Wake 2 is on Steam. not to launch the Steam discussion. But if I ever play those, yeah, that was whew. Oh, is it starting again? Maybe. I don't know. Rays of Fire. What kind of spell is that again? Each ray deals 3 to 18 damage. I don't know if I should just counterspell the first thing that comes our way, you know what I mean? Although Raphael's not getting a turn. I'm gonna let it go. Oh, it's all on Lae'zel. Should be fine. That one had to get up. This one might be on one of us. If it's on me, I want to counterspell it because... I don't want to get hit with my concentration on hold monster. It might be on Jihiro. Well, where are you looking at? I think he's looking at me. I'm counterspelling it. Here it is. Expire.
No surrender.
Right, he's not going to sing because he's paralyzed. Damn it. I need to learn his part. Let's get within 3 meters of him and, Dwarven throw. Oh yeah! I forgot to make her mad. I'm on top of this. It's gonna take a while. If the whole monster stays, though, yeah, he'll never have a turn. Crits or no, he's still a...
Detected.
Well, he does have a bit of dialogue there.
Time to strike.
Do I want... I'm just thinking I want to knock Gorilla out before there's any... Yeah, I'll take an attack of opportunity for that.
Taking position.
Yes. So non-lethal is on, which means melee works. Bam. And you don't have the movement to melee anybody else. Oh, not even Raphael. Shame. 19% chance with advantage. You should probably just shoot at one of the Cambions. Can she jump to him? Oh, maybe. No. Don't have 3 meters. You sure you can't attack from, like, right there? Damn it, no. Well, 10. Oh, you get another one. Did she order? Oh! Yes! Should have checked that. Oh, she could have Misty Stepped as well. Oh, I forget about these things. Anyway. You can tell I don't use her. Absorb elements. No. Because a d6 of fire is not going to help. Ooh, ow. Let's go strike Raphael. We'll just go on Raphael. If he breaks free of the hold and we can't get another hold on him, then we'll reassess. But for now, we'll go ham on Raphael. Bang, bang. You're a gear, attack the big guy. Huh? Why are you about to damage Karlak? Well, there goes Corilla. I tried! It's not my fault the big boy's got a thing for collateral. A thunderous 5d8 blast, and then he went invisible, this shitter. Okay, hope... Oh, you have divine intervention. Huh. Call upon your deity in your moment of greatest need, but you can only use it once in the adventure. Yeah, but this is the only fight we'll have with her, isn't it? Or is it? What happens if I use this? Call upon your deity to bring forward a radiant cataclysm. That's a lot. Is he not held anymore? He's not. Why is he not? What happened to me? He failed a saving throw, but he lost the condition. Do you know how that works? Because I don't. I think I can use it again, though. The other option is resurrect fallen companions with half their hit points and restore all nearby allies as if they had long rested. Call upon your deity to give you potions and camp supply. Wow, that's a shit choice. And call upon your deity to give you a legendary weapon. I guess that's the more that's what you pick if you want a boon forever, whereas the rest of these are if you want one big save. But with hope. Yeah, what's okay, so Raphael's protection will prevent radiant damage on you, but what about radiant damage on him? Well, I'd say save it for when people are like dying or something, but we could heal Lae'zel up a bit. Where is she? She's all the way over there. Just do a healing word at like level 3 or some shit.
Doomed, detected, and
And you can hit someone with a guiding bolt. You're actually terribly unlikely to do so. That's because it's radiant. That will hurt. What can you hit that's safe to hit? Him, I guess. You're very unlikely to do so. Yeah, I don't know. We could do a small cure on Karlach. Oh yeah, I forgot about this one. I already knew about it, I just forgot about it. So you could just pick someone to just delete. Is there one at full health at this point? No. And she sadly cannot delete a Pillar of Souls. But we could delete a Cambion. We could delete this one at 83. That's not a bad idea. Alright. Bye. Burned to ash. It's nice, I'll take that. We could try to knock some more on their asses. We've got 3 over here. If we can get the elemental out of it. That would work. There's 2 over here. And that's it. There's 5 of them. Let's see if we can get more of them on their asses. That actually hit the pillar quite a bit. For bludgeoning. Aye. None of them are knocked over, but they all took a whack. That's good. Lae'zel can have even more heals, I guess. Doesn't hurt.
Never a dull moment.
Literally the opposite of it, in fact. And we could try this on him again for another 90% shot at it. If we get the 90%, Karlach and Lae'zel keep whacking, as well as the elementals. If we don't, I guess they'll start going for Cambions or Soul Pillars. Good shit, we have 1 more of those. We dealt more than 222 health in turn 1 on him. So if we can keep that up and we get it in the 3rd turn, might be alright. I can't really shoot him from over here. So I'll keep whittling a Cambion. Let's go for this one. the same one I hit last time. It's got the ability drain on it twice. Do I want to get further away so that no one attacks my concentration? Because they are pretty close now, but... Would they still know to attack me if I walked out here and shut the door? Yeah, yeah. I don't exist.
What must be done?
Cutting words for 5? Nah. Bong. Damn it. You're not hitting that hard. I think that one might be on Jahira, who's concentrating on nothing important. Also, I can react through the thingy. That's funny. 10. Now, what I don't understand is why Karlak is all the fucking way over here, because I'm pretty sure I had her over there before.
Count on me.
In fact, methinks it might have been Yurgir. Yurgir is a liability. Is non-lethal still on? Let's get rid of it. We haven't left anybody on 1 health. And we got the enraged throw this time, which is good because we don't have the action surge and we can't afford to be hasted. I guess Jahira might have haste, but I don't know. It's still... I like having her fucking with the Cambions. It's a good idea. Ooh, nice. Raphael just fell over? Right, Enraged Throw does that. Expire.
Souls go to their dooms in flame forevermore.
Fainting attack, advantage and bonus damage. That because you can't attack with your bonus action, can you? That one's probably a good one, then. She can? Which is Pommel Strike, but that's crap. Oh, if she crits. Okay, yeah. Alright, well, just attack then.
Hell, hell has its laws. Hell, hell. Effect in the cause. Curtain falls, but hold your applause. Squirm, squirm, for now down here come the claw.
She has a lot of buttons. Great Weapon Master bonus attack. So you mean this one? Immortal lives expire. See, I got one line down. Hi, we're in hell. We're beating up a poor, paralyzed... He's singing quite well for a man on his ass paralyzed.
True souls that couldn't be bought, doomed, detected, and caught.
Just wham, wham, wham.
No more deals, it's over. The final act, you're doomed.
It is over.
No more grace, it's over. This house of hope, you're doomed.
She can action surge. She's a fighter. You're right. He's fucked. Okay, yeah, we're making a joke of this fight, but to be fair, he deserves it. Bong. 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 Oh, God, the fucking elemental's gonna kill him. Yeah.
Fuck yes.
I agree, Karlak. What are you gonna do? Poke the old lady? Don't do that. Here, I'll give you some cutting words. To be clear, I'm out here because I cast Hold Monster on the boss, so what I did was move my character outside and then shut the door so that none of his minions would know how to find me, because they don't know how doors work. So here I am from behind a closed door, mocking the, the demon. As it gets knocked on its ass by the shield. Alright, Water Myrmidon. Hemel Strike on poor defenseless Raphael. Put it into him. Oh, hey, the soul pillar's all destroyed. Anyway, Kiko, I hope your stream was good. Thanks for the raid. He didn't even get a turn. This is not my idea. I forgot I had that spell. Guanbush was like, hey, you should cast Hold Monster on Raphael, and then you don't have to do the mechanics. Because this fight, I don't know if you've played this before, but this fight is supposed to be... his armor class is Jack to hell, right? And he's got... to hell. And he's got these 4 Pillars of Souls. And each of these Pillars of Souls is adding 3 to his dex. So you have to destroy the Pillars of Souls to whittle him down into a position where he can actually be fought. But if he's paralyzed... I wonder if we'll hear him singing now, because we shouldn't, he's dead. Yeah, this is his house. We're murdering a man in his own house. Are you shitting me? I mean, you could have if you hadn't have suggested that to me. I'm sure he has a wonderful kit full of magical abilities. But that's the fun thing about being this late into a game like Baldur's Gate, is that they give you these tools and they don't mind if you use them. Now, where's the big invisible dickhead? There he is.
Detected and
Who said that? Let's see, 69. 69 is the healthiest Camden going. There's a 70 there, actually, but I want to get rid of the 69 one because that's funny. Actually, this one's reeling. What's that do again? Missing its attacks. That one's just on its... They still have fleeting protection. Raphael's protection. Even though Raphael's dead. What, did he just give them all condoms that persist after his demise? Well, anyway, this is her last revoke. Bye-bye. Yeah, I should do a healing word on poor... Actually, Jaheira has less health now. How you doing over there in the corner? Unwell. Yeah. I don't know that a... Let's get you over here.
Into battle.
And just do a cone of cold on the 2 of them for a bit of fun. That's true, it is in fact. Alright.
Still breathing, despite everything.
Hello, my friends. I have returned to the site of the fight, and I bring gifts for the vengeful Cambions. The gift is Zappy Zap. So what can I say except you're welcome? The answer is 1. There is 1 still up.
Put him up. My little trick.
The answer is none. There is none still up.
It's absolutely preposterous that any of us are alive. Maybe we're not. Pinch yourself and check we're not dreaming the last of our lives as we die screaming.
I'll pinch myself. Why not? Did I steal? I stole the stat boost items from the archive. Yeah. And I did not make a deal with Hellsick such that I need to give her one of them.
You are wide awake, and Raphael truly is defeated.
Incredible as it seems, we really did defeat Raphael.
That is incredible. We're incredible. We're spectacular. What a wonderful, jubilant, glorious day. But my poor sister, Corilla.
Hey, I tried. I toggled non-lethal.
It is not right that she died. And that makes me want to weep an ocean.
I don't think there was any way to save her, except maybe if we'd been willing to kill off Yurgir along with the rest.
When we were children, she always kept the last piece of pastry for me and bloodied the nose of the bullies who pulled my hair. She was my sister. But as a wise woman once said, there's no point in crying over spilt blood. We must go on. And despite all the years I've lost, I have enough love in my heart to guide you home.
For the first time since you heard her voice, hope seems calm, and the peace flows from her into you, soothing your very soul.
Where will you go now that you're free?
Nowhere but here. I don't quite think I know where anywhere else is anymore.
Yeah, but you're...
With a lick of paint and a thorough cleaning, this could be a lovely little house. And I can hardly leave. After all, who would ever want to think of hell without hope? I hope I'll see Corilla again one day, and that she'll say sorry, and I'll tell her she's forgiven. I hope I find all the pieces of my mind that fell out of my head over all those years, and that I'll be able to put myself back together again. I hope the echoes of pain will fade, and memories of sorrow will die, and that you'll visit me here someday. And I hope you have a happy ending of your own.
Well, when I convince Karlak not to give up and to come back here to beat the piss out of Zariel, maybe we could use this as a staging ground. Your unarmed attacks deal an additional 1d10 force damage. Once per turn on an unarmed hit, you regain 10 hit points. So these are monk gloves that nobody in my team wants, but they're nice for monks. Formerly worn by Autumnal Baskin, a professional mediator turned bare-knuckle champion who gained enlightenment via 2 methods. The second was getting a lot of fighting acumen. Advanced Cosmic Harmony is a nose. Sometimes you've got to break it a few times to get the best of things. Brilliant.
Time to press ahead.
So where's the dead man? There he is.
Anything of use?
He has a diary, and he has Hell Dusk armor, legendary heavy armor. You are considered proficient with this while wearing it, regardless of whether or not you are supposed to be. When you succeed a saving throw, the caster burns for 3 turns. You have resistance to fire damage. You take 3 less damage from all sources. I will give that to Jaheira. How does it make her look, though?
Call and I answer.
Well, she's got all the dyes. Having the con amulet and this armor as a wizard was in fact fun. She's also got no camp clothes on? Oh boy! Actually, not bad. Anyway, let's dress everybody. We've taken off the
At least things have stayed
debtor
interesting.
gear.
Don't burn yourself.
I forget, do we want Karlach looking like this or like this? I actually like that on her.
Eager for battle.
God, what did we have Lae'zel in? Not in that. Yeah, I think it was in that.
Can't give up now.
What was this one from? Right. Okay.
Nature's servant awaits.
Let's... Do we have any greens for her? Pink and leaf green. Is this gonna work or is it gonna look awful? Oh, that does work for her. And yeah, we need to go to talk to Mol because we have some
No time to rest.
stuff for her. Jaheira now has an AC of 23.
Blackets will be done.
What to do?
He has a bottle of wine and his diary. A chapter from a diary penned in Raphael's sybaritic hand. While I have, over many a sumptuous season, cast the net of my contractual predilections both far and wide, never have I been so attracted to mortals as I am to those infested by the tadpole. These particular fish find themselves plashing towards their doom, toward a steel hook unblemished by bait. Perhaps I should have written splashing there. How they resist the current! How inexorable its whelm, its tug, its dark undertow. At the other end of the fishing pole, the illithid. How their tentacles must quiver like cool jelly at the prospect of more catches. More and more each day along the troubled riverbank. This process has a name I sample now aloud to savour its taste. Ceremorphosis. I shall make crafty use of this development. For with the hook glinting and death so close, what could loom larger in the stricken fish's mind than the prospect of rescue? A chapter from a diary penned in Raphael's steady, imperious scrawl. Last night I dreamt... A white rose withering, a newborn drowning. Last night I dreamt of a river. Waist deep I waded it. Rusted hooks curled up from the water like the snaggled teeth of something ancient and diseased and submerged. The moon over the water cracked and fire flew out of the stubby wings of gormless, insanely chirping chicks. They transformed into wriggling oblongs like sperm, yet by the time they hit the water they were fish with scales of orange and gold. There came a rushing sound, the dark water ablaze as if the fish were matches and the river a snake of oil. Approaching me out of the flames came the tadpole infested. There was one among them who spoke for the rest. They gestured to the melting hooks, suddenly glanced my way, and in their face I saw they had the best of me. In waking, my courage has firmed. I progress my plans for the tadpole even now. I am Raphael. I am not easily bested. Unless you have a level 5 spell. The final chapter from a diary penned in Raphael's hand. Here and there his composed hand stiffens and moves erratically, as if he were by times seized by emotion both powerful and unexpected. The plot thickens, goes the aphorism. Entirely inadequate. The plot mutates. It fluctuates. I have conceived no less than 13 variations by which I might seize the crown of Garsus. Yet in the tumult of this eternally flowing river of schemes, I, the most careful of fishermen, finds his catch elusive and difficult to wrangle. Even in cooperation, such ambiguity and delicious surprise. But the hook has snagged. The doom of Cerimorphosis has abated. Yet they could not predict, could they? Could they? That in leaving behind the river they have in fact welcomed the fishbowl? I am master here, a prince of bargains cloaked in cunning like scarlet satin, all that, hidden under sublimely obvious truths that cannot be discounted. So the fisherman reels. The tadpole are my catch. Struggle, as they might, writhe as they wish, flop and squirm and thresh with every ounce of strength, no matter. By all the reeking flames of hell, I will not be denied. Sadly, we can't cast Vicious Mockery on a corpse. What about...
The corpse has nothing to say.
Damn.
Open up. Best be on my way. What's up for discussion?
You fought well. We could use such strength in the Blood War.
You did us a favor, Yurgir, so I'm going to let that slide.
Now I'm free of Raphael's blasted contract. I can return to the front lines.
Thanks for killing Gorilla, you big dumb gorilla. I have my own front line to return to in Baldur's Gate.
Whoever your enemies are, they have good reason to fear you. And I'll gladly lend you my skills against them when the time comes.
Oh, good.
Till then, good luck to you, little rabbit. You're a finer hunter than any wolf.
Trick him into killing himself, and he ends up fighting against the Netherbrain with us, I guess. Yurgir, Valeria, Roland, Isabel, Aelin, the Guild, the Ox, Floric, Arabella, Halcyon, Volo. I'd say we got a bloody army at this stage. So this feels kind of Mass Effect 3-ish, but like less shit. Remember the whole Mass Effect 3 army tally thing? I didn't actually mind that as an idea. It was always the and I think they ended up changing it, certainly in Legendary Edition. It was the fact that in the original idea of Mass Effect 3, in order to get the best military score at the end of your single-player playthrough, you had to play the multiplayer in order to earn bonuses. Which, for the RPG gang, that's like when the teacher drags the nerd kids outside and is like, stop playing chess indoors and go throw a ball or something, I'm worried about your health. You know, or when you're reading a book. Like when I was a kid at school, and I don't read books anymore, mostly because like I could, but visual media is more engaging. But like, you would bring a book to school because you certainly couldn't bring anything else. If you brought a fucking Game Boy, they'd take it from you. Not the kids, the teachers. Electronic devices and shit weren't allowed. Maybe they are now. I don't know, but. Yeah, you would just find a place to read a book, and there'd always be one or two teachers that were like worried about your social development and would prevent you from being alone. I don't know if that's an experience y'all had as well, but like there was one basically who was doing that, and then I went home and I complained to my mother about it, who then contacted the teacher and be like, hey, it's not that he doesn't know how to talk to the other kids, it's that he doesn't particularly want to because he doesn't particularly like them. He's plenty social in other crowds. Leave him alone. Still don't bloody know where Omiloom is. But we got no quest marker on the screen for it. So it's got to be buried in something else of us. Anyway, we should take the Orphic Hammer to Voss. We're probably going to have to deal with the Emperor as well. He's not going to like what we did. But we also can't, like, break ties with him, can we? Because... Well, no, it's Orpheus' protection, technically. The Emperor is, like, using. I could maybe understand, like, and when I say understand, I don't mean support, but, like, I could understand the logic of teachers being mad at comic books because of, I guess, the stigma against them. But no, the issue I had was with... It wasn't to do with the reading, it was due to the fact that it was meant to be social time and I was willingly not being social. So we spoke to Yurgir. I'm curious as to where exactly Hope went. There she is. We'll speak to the party, but I figured we should just use the long rest machine again before we leave.
Are you still here? Or are you but a dream?
Based on her accent, I'm led to conclude that Avernus is actually located in Derry. Would explain a couple things. It's okay, I'm allowed to say that I have family from there.
Next time's the charm.
Which is precisely why I did not say Londonderry. Because I know better than that. Wait, did that not work? Ah. Fair enough, I guess the man who enchanted it is dead.
I'm fine.
The hammer is ours. The devil is snuffed out. Our power is undeniable.
To slay a devil in his domain is to end him entire. Or it should be. I am still primed to hear some slimy final rhyme from beyond the grave.
So you wormed your way into the Devil's Lair. Risked mind, limb, and freedom. All to steal the Orphic Hammer. I hope your ambitions end there. I have already told you that the Githyanki Prince only wants to see you dead. But it seems you still do not trust me.
Open the prism. I trust Gith's heir over a wretched geich.
No. His domination is what keeps you free. You know this already. Still, you would test our alliance. You are falling into the same trap as the Chosen. Their distrust of one another is their undoing. We must not make the same mistake. We must work together.
The crystal ball. What crystal ball? No, I don't know what baby reindeer is. I'll work with you, but I'll never trust you. I'm not going to promise not to use the hammer, but I'm also not going to goad him, so let's just go with number one.
I'm disappointed to hear that. Nonetheless, our fates are bound. And in the absence of a happier union, I will accept a useful one. You may think yourself ingenious for having slain a devil, but you have merely ironed out a wrinkle. The Elder Brain will not be such an easy foe. It is time we resume our journey to find it.
When I looked into the crystal ball, Raphael looked back. Oh. I don't remember that. We got 2 inspiration for our soldiers because of hot exit. Do we have everybody? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No Halsin. I don't think we ever actually really had Halsin in the party. But who's the other one we don't have? Will. Because Will's a folk hero. The only folk hero inspirations we have are from Minsk.
Careful, soldier. I'm burning really hot. Had a nice break in the hells. Now that we're back, my engine's in overdrive again. Let's move. A trot will take my mind off being barbecued alive.
Hey, you.
How was it, being in the House of Hope?
Ugh, thank the gods it's over, I say. My last trip to the hells ever.
Wasn't any part of you tempted to stay? Hope will probably turn that place into a real home.
No such thing as a home in the hells. If Hope's happy, good for her. But mark my words, some devil or other will push in and claim the place sooner or later. Stick around in Avernus long enough, and you'll run out of hope entirely. No, soldier. I'd rather live out my days in the world I love than live forever in a world I hate. I don't know much, but I do know that. Soldier?
Needn't be forever.
There's something but... The cub speaks.
Nope. Okay. So we need to go to Maul and we need to go to Voss, and both of them are in the sewers. So I'll do a long rest before that.
Trips to the hells are usually one way, especially when the traveler causes the kind of trouble you did. I knew you were a thief, didn't realize you were a killer. Raphael's death is already causing quite a stir across the hells. It's a rare thing for a mortal to slay a devil of his stature. I'm impressed, and just a little bit intimidated. Your coin is always welcome here. And so are you, Devil Slayer.
Please don't hurt me. She immediately disappears behind a curtain. Talk to her, don't... Oh, fine.
Welcome back, Devil Slayer. What can I do for you?
You can keep calling me that. It works well on my ego. Orb of Infernal Envisioning.
Within the ball you see Raphael, broken and bloody, dangling above the maw of the archdevil Mephistopheles, who is preparing to devour him.
Oh.
Within the ball you see Raphael, broken and bloody, dangling above the maw of the archdevil Mephistopheles, who is preparing to devour him.
Oh. Ooh. I hope Hope's okay if they came for a visit.
Raphael is no more.
I shall not shed any tears.
Will you shed any hairs? Because you got a lot to lose.
Ah, damn it! To end a devil in the hells is to end him for true! I was hoping to make a hobby of killing Raphael over and over again.
Minsk. Priorities.
That's the last of Raphael. I'll be glad to no longer have to suffer his smug face.
Mm-hmm.
We are unstoppable. I feel like we could conquer the hells.
Right.
Raphael's good and gone. Feels damn good too. Now, if only I could get rid of the other devil in my life.
I heard that. I like that she's literally on the other side of the wall from him. Does she have anything to say about Raphael?
How good to see. Come for a chat?
No. I do think it's a shame how these like extra followers don't react to anything. I get why, scope, but things like Mizora should probably say something when you kill Raphael. Because she would give a shit about that. That would be very confronting.
No amount of contracts will save Raphael from the fate we forced upon him. A devil well slain, if I say so myself.
Huzzah.
Defeating a devil in his own home feels very, very good, actually.
I don't doubt. I didn't realize just like how we look together. This is basically the same. Yeah, this is the same outfit, but with a different color palette. You know what we look like? The angel and the devil on your shoulder. We look like. If I was in a darker palette, we'd look like Good Omens. Let's go to bed. Everybody's quite sore. Let's go to bed. It is time for the nightly ah. Didn't even realize, because this is the City of Brass outfit, and that is the magnificently realized ensemble. So they are like textually different. I'm gonna keep Lae'zel because we're heading off to speak to Voss. I'm gonna take my break here, but first I'm gonna set up my day's spells.
Interviews, politics, gossip, all of it gets in that bloody Baldur's mouth rag. Except what the people actually want in a broadsheet. Puzzle.
Even if you don't actually bring the hammer, he still reckons you have it? That's funny.
Yes.
All I wish is to dream again.
3 times. Only have to say it 3 times.
You go in first, it's your idea.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
Oh, I get it.
Attention!
All's well that ends. Well, not as bad as it could have.
I think that's everything I normally apply. There was a staff at camp. Were we giving it to someone in particular, or were we just grabbing it for... I don't see it. Arcane battery. Yeah, God forbid I give a staff to a wizard. Da-da-da-da-dum-da-da.
Hope this ends well.
Is she equipping it, or is Morning... Well, we want to have her with Ray of Frost, don't we?
No rest. Be you wicked or wise.
Breathe deep and move.
I don't see her. Well, we can hang out on this roof overlooking there while I take my break. Not that you'll be able to see it because I'm going to do this, but I will be back as soon as I can, once I've finished eating. Well, they look like they're having fun. What building is this? Oh, the tower thing. I do like that you just take the camera into these buildings. Like Sorcerer's Sundries now under new management. Alright, we don't need to be up here. On this roof that for some reason doesn't have a flying cat in it. Counter to what was advertised. Sewers? Sewers. Sewers. Need to speak to Kithrak Voss up there. I need to speak to Maul just down here. I believe we're closer to Maul. Why doesn't every roof have a flying cat? I imagine the bird population would suffer greatly from such a thing. Do you think Nine Fingers will mind if we take her back door? Hey, pay no attention to how I got in. You still haven't healed yourself from the fight that happened here. Hey, Molly, Molly, Molly.
I should speak up.
Yeah. Found something you might want.
Ready to do some business?
I found the contract you signed with Raphael, Mole. Do you want it?
Give me that! Can't have this floating around loose. I thought I was meant to be the thief.
Is this how you survived the Shadowlands? A deal with Raphael?
So what if it is? Choosing the right allies is just common sense. You wouldn't have made it this far on your own. Big Raph doesn't own me. He's just giving me the tools to keep myself alive and to take what I want. As for what that is, well, you didn't think I planned to stop at running the Fetcher's brats, did you?
I hope you don't regret this, Mole. I mean, she won't, he's dead.
Come find me when I'm running this whole guild and see how easily the gold wipes away any regrets I do have.
There'll be no guild to run if the city falls. Can I count on your help when the fighting begins?
I wouldn't miss it for the world. Baldur's Gate is home now, and the brats are my family. Nobody messes with my family.
Okay. It ended without us letting Mol know that Raphael is dead means she doesn't help. Oh! I was about to talk to her again to see if I could tell her. I will not do that. I will talk to her again to see if I can tell her, but I won't actually tell her.
Ready to do some business?
No. Yeah, doesn't let you. I thought the persuasion check was more important than telling her we killed him. I guess that makes sense because she's annoyed at you for killing her benefactor. I don't know. It's still stupid of her. It's well written, but it's stupid of her. That long-term deal you made, I ruined it. Right.
Prince Orpheus to guide us.
Ooh, hello.
Too small in number to defeat Flakith alone.
We will not be alone.
Who the hell is Kudenos? Dragon? Oh, level 17, 400 health. That makes sense.
Orpheus's name.
You're a bit small looking at the minute.
They do Vlaakith's duty, but out of fear, not faith. When the Prince of the Comet blazes his path, they will follow. You've come. We await your good word.
Come closer. Tell me what you see.
Well, I hit the examine button, so... Consider the Dragonborn's face and mannerisms. Is there anything unusual about him?
His voice carries the weight of untold centuries, and his ridges are scarred with uncounted battles. This is no Dragonborn. This is a red dragon, the very same who carried Voss near the Gith crash.
I know you, Red Dragon. Voss was riding you near Creshy Lake.
It is so. Call me Kudenos, Master of Flames, Splitter of Skies. I will be the one to carry Voss into battle against Vlaakith. And I will be the one to breathe the flames that melt her.
Red Dragon Rebel. How many more of you are there?
More than I could count. We were pacted by the archdevil Tiamat and forced to serve the Githyanki. It is to the people that I'm loyal, not to the Lich Vlaakith, a corpse in Gith clothing. I know Orpheus,
he's cool,
just as I knew his mother. A new future will be planted in the wake of the comet.
Yeah, he's going to get bigger later.
Until we meet again, mortal. I look forward to fighting alongside you. Vlaakith will tremble at the sound of our roar.
Notably, less health than Raphael, but one more level.
Forget your loyalty, friend.
The Lich Queen has shackled the Red Dragons as surely as she has shackled the Githyanki. You will be the first to battle, and I will be the one to carry you.
Have you brought the Orphic hammer?
Is this companion of yours? Even though we just spoke.
Not a new companion, but an old one, and a loyal one. A proper introduction is in order, but I will let him do the honors.
Where are the rest of your allies?
The remaining honor guard serve as my eyes and ears. Vlaakith's forces hunt you and the prism. My allies have slayed more than you know, so that you might travel freely. As for those that break through, you've proven more than capable of bleeding them yourself.
I have the hammer.
The Prince of the Comet is not dead. The Prince of the Comet will come again. The Prince of the Comet will liberate us from the Lich Queen's tyranny. The prophecy is one step closer to fruition.
Gith's son will soon ride against Vlaakith, Voss, and I will follow him into battle.
And you will wield the greatest gift Mother Gith ever granted her dauntless children.
A silver sword. I will carry it for the honor of Gith, the great liberator, and her unforgotten son.
Istik, now that you have the hammer, you must find a way to enter the astral prism. Once inside, smash Orpheus's bonds. His cry will shake the plains, and I will fly to your aid. The Prince of the Comet will sear the heavens again. First we'll defeat the Absolute, then we let the Lich Queen tremble.
Think again. I will not permit your entry.
Is there any way I can convince you?
No, there is not. When I am done with the Gith Princeling, you may do with him as you like, but not a moment before.
Questions, Istik? You seem to be lost in thought.
Getting in will be complicated.
Yes, but you will meet this challenge, as you've met so many others.
Orpheus sensed the tadpole before, and his guard attacked. Will he attack if we free him?
The Prince of the Comet aches for Githyanki liberation more than he abhors Geich. He might seethe when you free him. He might gnash his teeth and slander your name. But he will see reason. I promise you.
All right.
Istik, friend to Orpheus. Together we will end the Elder Brain which shakes this city. Then I turn my sights to Vlaakith, the Queen of Deceit. When you break Prince Orpheus free, his psionic cry will alert us. I will fly to your side. Together, we will fell the Elder Brain and thwart the Grand Design.
We showed Voss the Orphic Hammer, and he gave us a powerful silver sword, the highest grade of weapon in Githyanki custom. He left to prepare for the revolution, follow Orpheus' deliverance. Silver Sword of the Astral Plane. Deals an extra d6 of psychic damage when a Gith wields it. A Gith wielding it also has advantage on all of the mental saving throws, resistance to psychic damage, and immunity to charmed. And it is +3. Lae'zel?
Assume nothing.
I don't think we're ever going to actually use you again, but you can have the sword. There's not much use on the rest of us. It's a biggin.
Is that blood?
How do you feel?
No, never mind.
Since I was old enough to hold a blade, I've dreamt of wielding a silver sword. The swords cleave both meat and mind, body and brain. To swing one, mesmerizing. To be slain by one, agonizing. Everyone I bleed with the sword will be my tribute to Prince Orpheus.
Think on your knowledge of Githyanki silver swords. Did Lae'zel miss any details? Well, I wouldn't fucking know. One more shot. Nope.
Lae'zel gave a thorough description. You can't think of more you would add.
Could this sword be enough to break Orpheus free?
Certainly not, or the Prince's honor guard would have already fractured his prison. Only the Orphic Hammer can break Orpheus free.
Oh, they call it the Orphic Hammer for a reason. What makes it so special?
A Kithrak's silver sword is more than a weapon. It is an extension of your will, an entire limb unto itself. You merely need to think strike, and it strikes. The sword carves the correct path, and carries your arm with it. The ancient slates tell us that each sword holds a fragment of the living gate, a flesh portal made from the stuffs of nightmare.
The terrible living gate. Thinner than a lamb's hair and hidden deep beneath the Feywild.
The silver injures the body. The gate's flesh injures the mind. A formidable weapon against Geich.
On to other matters.
Very well.
Never mind, I have no other matters.
Hey.
Nor for you. Okay, so the Githyanki warrior continues. Approach Orpheus in the astral prism. Am I correct to say we don't currently have a way to do that? We're not supposed to do that right now? That's for, endgame shit? Or can we, like... Because, like, whenever we've gone in there, it's been like a portal that the Emperor has opened for us. We don't... Yeah, we don't have a way to force ourselves in. So we might not be doing that with Lae'zel, because if it's endgame shit, I might not have the opportunity to bring her in. And I definitely would not commit her to an endgame party, but still. Got Maul on our ally list now. Yeah, because it's also a personal quest to get him. Which means... Lae'zel heads off and we now either further the will stuff or the Astarion stuff. I'm thinking the will stuff. Since we just met a dragon, let's go meet another. After reading the legend of Ansur, we discovered that the great worm Ansur resides in a secret lair called the Worm Way. Lightning, sparks, and torches.
Wonder if the gods are watching me.
Let's talk. Sorry, but there's no room for me.
Lae'zel will leave.
Ready and willing.
Defender of the people. Sharp as ever. Defender of the people. Heading out.
It doesn't sound like himself.
Sharp as ever.
Well, well, well.
A hero at heart. The pride of the gate.
Didn't we also borrow something from... No, he's got his gloves back, doesn't he? Yeah, because we gave Lae'zel the hill giant strength. And we'll try to remember that we did that. But really, Will's just going to be an Eldritch Blast bot, right? We want to go to Worm's Rock. Spellmite? No. There we go. Now, I never actually solved the puzzle to get in here. I had Jaheira swoop in there, but then backed out because everyone was like, "Oh, don't go in there yet. You haven't got the quest for that." Although I wonder what happens if you go somewhere like that without the quest for it. I assume it just like skips through and gives you a few extra dialogue lines to contextualize. But you don't want that. At least I don't.
Let's rehearse this one more time. Pretend I'm a fist and tell me what you were doing in the house.
It won't happen.
Well, you're moving ahead.
Fistiness. I can't really glaze that pizza.
Down the door.
There's a prison again.
I'll give it a shot.
Really? Yes. I've definitely never done anything illegal in here. Wasn't there someone else in this prison? They all look empty. Oh yeah, there we are. Otto
Seems like
Ott.
a good moment to talk.
Oh, for Baldur and...
Some people do like it in prison. Free food and all that. lightning sparks and torches? I don't know how you make lightning sparks happen. Can see past here because I have actually been in there before. Well, I don't want to use those. Does anybody have... Oh, Will might. That would make sense, wouldn't it? Yeah, there is a cantrip called Shocking Grasp, but I don't know if anybody's got it.
Do what must be done.
At least anybody that I brought with me. No.
I've got a long road ahead.
Using a scroll would be quicker than grabbing... There it is.
Let's get this over with.
Though regretfully, that was the only one we had. Yeah, I suppose I could. Seems a bit overkill, but we do get this back on short rest. It's just overkill.
Swift as my feet can carry me.
It reappears. Mouse hole from Worm's Rock Cells. Yes, that's how we got in before. We had Chihiro just do that. As a cat, I believe.
What's hiding here?
Will can summon some things. That's a lot of things. Hang on. What was the Cambion thing? Was that... Yeah. Hey, buddy. Hey.
Have a lot on my mind. And, well, in it.
The army is assembled.
Moving in.
Okay, just short walk to a gate. Nothing special down
Might be
here.
useful.
Alright.
Seems simple enough.
Here we are in the Wormway. I like to think this is one of the Cambions that Hope banished. It's like, well, I survived the fight, but I'm out of work now, so bygones be bygones. Journal of Past Adventurers #1. The Worm's Lair. Incredible. The legends were true. and we've marked our place among them. We'll prove our worth with unrusted swords and meet the dragon. The good dragon, or so we pray. Gods bless our endeavor. So how does this become a fight, if this is a good dragon? There's 3 ways this becomes a fight. Number 1 is that the good dragon is not a good dragon. It is in fact a bad dragon. And whatever turned this scion of nobility into a grumpy dildo, we'll find out after we kill it. Or before, if it cares to monologue, before it threatens us. Number 2 is that it is a good dragon, but it's been driven mad by something, and we need to fight it tragically, or fight it to bring it to its senses. And then afterwards we all have a nice chat about why. And the third option is that it's a perfectly good, sane, healthy dragon, but it wants to test us before it helps us or gives us something. And so we have to fight it for that, which is what I see a lot in the idea of, hey, big, powerful monster, but it happens to be a good guy, is it's gonna do a test fight for you where, rather than kill it, you're proving your worth. I'd say take your bets now, but everybody knows what's about to happen except for me, I'm pretty sure, so... I guess the question is, have I overlooked any scenarios? But I don't think so. I think it's going to be one of those 3.
Is that Baldur with a bronze dragon? Must have been quite an adventure.
Right, so this must be Baldur's dragon. I think they said that.
Baldur and his winged ally admiring the fruits of their labor. The city itself.
Is this where he turns around and tells us that Baldur is actually Gortash?
Baldur sails away and leaves the dragon to watch over his city. Do the histories make mention of this?
The statue before you bears a familiar likeness. It is Baldur, the celebrated adventurer who founded the city of Baldur's Gate.
Peril floods my province. The palisades fall, the earth does tremble. The servants of shadow and blood assemble. Beyond lies the grand worm, deep in slumber, awaiting a true hero's advent, should my domain drown in torment. Be you the deluge, turn away. Be you the hero, answer true. Are you worthy?
Poetic nonsense. There is no worm and no savior.
Can I be really big-brained here? Those 2 voices just spoke in the same cadence. Like, if the Emperor has, like, a pitch dampening effect applied to him, I reckon if you take that effect away... you might have exactly what we just heard. Examine the statue. What magic might be at work? No fucking clue!
Whatever magic allows this statue to speak, it lies beyond your grasp.
What are you? What is this place?
The statue gives no response.
I am worthy. Open the way.
Ancient Ansar, hear me. A champion is proclaimed. The test begins. Let your judgment follow.
don't know. I might be just, like, overleaping. Or the real joke would be if that is the same voice actor, but it isn't meant to imply that the Emperor is Baldur, but rather they've just cast the same guy in two roles because that's what video games do. That would be possible.
Incredible. How old is this place?
I mean, we've been to a lot of old places. I don't know that anything about this particular pretty cavern separates it from all the other pretty caverns we've seen, to be honest. I mean, the Gauntlet of Shar. That's pretty old and special too, you know? But nature has certainly started to reclaim. Who is groaning? Stop it. Someone's talking behind that door. There's a lot of doors in here. I do not know which way we're going here. Normally go left to right. Yeah, let's go left to right. Stop!
Paintings hung on the wall. Almost like an art gallery.
Chamber of Justice.
A true champion knows justice and eliminates those who stand in its way. Restore the balance of justice.
Justice. No pardon without repentance, and no penalty without mercy. The right path often lies between the extremes.
Is that a general aphorism of yours, or are you trying to be helpful?
Both. Relevant words for times of strife, and for a dragon's underground trial, if we're lucky.
Cleanse the world of those who would stand in the way of the righteous. But do not let such cleansing prevent justice.
I'm just gonna keep thinking about his voice whenever I hear it now. I don't know. I'm either leaping or I'm right. I'll find out later. I should stop thinking about it. I haven't given any thought to the narrative of it, mind you. Like, I guess he could be, but I don't know that that would be... I don't know that they would be allowed. Because, like, Balduran's been in the lore for years and years. Would they be allowed to make him an illithid? I don't know. It'd be fun. Well, we'll see.
The apple. The painting depicts a red-haired man stealing a shiny apple from a cart in an open-air market. You know this market, the Wide, where Baldur's Gate citizens and visitors gather to conduct trade and wax political.
Where's the red-haired man? I just see a crowd. I don't see a specific man stealing an apple. Child.
The child. A red-haired man is portrayed with his cloak's hood lowered, giving an apple to a smiling urchin.
Looks brown hair from here, but
Several
okay.
other children are huddled behind the one receiving the apple, hands outstretched.
The induction. Oh God, what's in there?
The induction. A red-haired man is depicted in hushed conversation with a dark-haired woman. She wears a cloak with an unusual symbol on it. Tally marks totaling the number 9.
She's German. She's trying to induce him into the order of the knights who say no. The Judge. Level 5 Shadow. Let's keep looking at all the paintings around here. The theft.
The theft. A red-haired man is depicted in the Hall of Wonders, thieving what looks to be a priceless artifact.
And a failed Arcana check. The chase.
The chase. A red-haired man is depicted running through the city streets, a flaming fist officer chasing just behind. A cloaked woman, hair dark as a raven, looks on from a safe distance.
And the judgment. Oh no.
The judgment. A stern judge, his pockets full of coin, orders a red-haired man to the gallows.
The red-haired man, it says, as it
Shiny
consistently
apple
depicts.
rests on the ground nearby.
A brown-haired man. I agree, yeah, that's stupid. I'd probably tell now if I went and found out, but if I looked again I would probably identify the man in the first one, but I couldn't find a red-haired man in the first one. Because there wasn't one! I hadn't expected puzzles. Is the Great Worm really hidden behind tests of this kind? I'd expected feats of strength, yes, but nothing like this. Like it was designed for sport. As we have shrouded paintings, the waiting judgment, and the judge. I do not know. If this trial was made by Balduran, why is there a flaming fist in the picture? Because Balduran predates them. Yeah, that's... I don't know.
The apple. The painting depicts a red-haired man
him
stealing a shiny apple from a cart in the open-air market.
on the left. I was
called the
looking
Wide.
everywhere except at him. Anyway, let's take a look at shrouded paintings.
The shadows are blocking me. I need to get rid of them. Somehow.
Away! Behold, the paintings tell the tale. My judgment is rendered. The thief earns his due.
You are weirdly shaped.
No, the judge has spoken. The crime must be punished.
The waiting judgment. Insert item.
The shadows are blocking me. I need to get rid of them. Somehow.
Making me sweat. Whew, that is some dark energy. Wonder if I can clear it.
Hmm. I mean, we can attack him.
Soldier? Hey.
Begone! The sword of justice falls on the wicked.
Defender of the people.
Have to remove him? So all of his resistances are immune. His awakeness to sunlight. How the hell do we get the sun in here?
ready and waiting. Well, certainly waiting.
You do. I tried light, but daylight is better, though I don't know that I have it prepared, so I'm going to need to go into our menu. Yeah. Oh, she can actually prepare extra shit that I never bothered with. Oh, I'm smart. Well, I can select something else. Heal! That's a good one. Yeah, I like that. Let's just throw a sphere there, right in his face.
The shadow this thing casts is a...
Well, and sunlight is disadvantage on attack rolls and saving throws, but does that mean... it doesn't deal with... it doesn't deal with him.
Off with you! His reckoning must come! Death is the price!
The shadow this thing casts is a little too thick.
Paintings within 6 meters. Do we light up the painting then? When did I last save before I start blowing spell slots? I did save here. What? Oh! She doesn't have that. Oh, do I?
Looking ahead.
Where's that on our list? Scrolls. Our last one.
A stitch in time saves... you know.
It just deletes him? I guess he is a curse.
The hanging. A red-haired man is depicted hanging from a gallows as a crowd looks on. You notice a child in the crowd, a falling tear leaving a trail on his cheek.
Let's not go with that one.
Freedom. A red-haired man walks the streets of Baldur's Gate, clad in a billowing cloak. You catch a glimpse of a sly smile beneath his hood, and a golden coin in his hand.
A thief walks free. Is this truly justice?
The cell. A stern prison guard slides a warm meal into the thief's cell. The red-haired man has a 10-day left to serve, judging by the scratchings on the wall behind him.
It'd be that one, would it not?
The cell. A stern prison guard slides a warm...
Well, there's a whole... Here it is.
Lex Talionis, the principle of the sentence being proportional to the crime. You are a paragon of justice. Proceed.
Now, if he were arrested for the stealing of the apple, it would be freedom because of the social circumstances. But because he was goaded or convinced or whatever to steal something quite valuable,
light on my feet,
that isn't something you can just shrug off. So now this statue's shining. I guess we need to make all of the statues shine. Ooh. Oh, you just walk across that. Did that fill because we finished this puzzle? Ooh, I know. Amaps, Stead, and Swelto. Let's save here. I don't know if these guys are going to attack or something. They have no health.
Here we go.
A good leader has the insight to find good counsel. As a war reaches its end, there is one who doesn't advise for the city's prosperity. Find him and strike him down.
That's why they're hostile, so that we can attack the correct one. We need to kill the dispenser of bad advice. That's fun. Oh no. Stead's virtues of unions.
I should speak up.
What the fuck? Oh. An advisory text suggesting that when powerful forces attack, union is the most appropriate goal. The Virtues of Unions by Alwyn Stead. It is quite obvious that larger kingdoms offer benefits to all peoples within. As a kingdom grows, so does its fields, its populace, and its economy. A few charred corpses is a worthy sacrifice if a dragon offers to share its hoard, after all. So too should you seek union, however imperfect, should a powerful kingdom march its army on your borders. Some friction is inevitable, of course. Citizens' rights might erode, for instance, but such lesser issues will be sanded down by the march of time. Such is the price of peace. Stead better hope the rest of these guys impress me even less. Excavation of the Enclave of Naloth. Elminster said Naloth was a wonder to behold when it floated in Faerun's sky. He was surely right. This Netherese enclave was once a jewel in the empire of magic, with towers that pierced the heavens. And yet it fell, just as all Netherese enclaves did, crashing down when Karsus' folly ripped magic from the world. But even after it collapsed into the sea, its ruins still held a strange, twisted beauty. I travelled here from Halrua when I heard the sea had retreated and the ruins of Naloth were visible once again. Alas, I was not the first. Looters have stripped the enclave of its material wealth, destroying much of its esoteric riches in the process. I've found arcane books used to make campfires, their magic lost now to the ages. I have met some Shadavar here whose interests align with mine, and we have agreed to search the ruins together. I'm grateful for these allies. The ruins are mostly filled with thick-skulled adventurers, but I cannot shake the feeling that someone is watching us. Waiting to see what we uncover. How did the Gortash book get in here? In what fucking world does the Gortash book get here?
will you?
Swelto's Ethic of War.
Hold still, will you? Hold still, will you?
This is really annoying.
Hold still, will you? Hold still, will you?
I'm not gonna dump a hold monster on a fucking book. But I might just shoot it. Oh. That doesn't appear to have given me the book. Okay, Google, Swelto's Ethics of War. Swelto's Ethic, a treatise by Christina Swelto proposing harsh retaliation against political adversaries, argues that destroying our enemies is an ethical course of action. The Ethic of War by Christina Swelto. My colleague Ameps proposes fair rules of engagement in times of war and forgiveness upon victory. Are we to spare our enemies then, once they have fallen to our might? Are we to put all hatred behind us when surrender is offered? Indeed not. For what shall we do once our opponent gathers new armies and amasses them once again along our borders? We shall wage another war, and count the lives snuffed out by our own magnanimity. Once an enemy kingdom is conquered, it must be razed to the ground. Only then can we be free of its spectre. Good news, Stead. I think you might have just been out-arseholed.
What's inside?
And according to the wiki page for that book, there's also a copy of it in Ketheric's room. The 5-Year War, a diplomat's record by Torwin Bass. The war was, in truth, nothing short of a tragedy. It began as a mild altercation between the sanguine sons of the Elio and Vida families regarding, if you can believe it, the proper ownership of a sheep farm. Over the course of 3 seasons, full-blown conflict had erupted between Baldur's Gate and Victan. A pointless war, leaving both cities with nothing but 1,000 youthful corpses to show for it. Of course, by that time, all of the sheep that had been on that farm were dead. Of old age, no less. Well, except the ones that were eaten. Well, then why the hell was I why was I allowed to get the first one, then, if the rest of these are awful?
Still, will you? Hold still, will you?
Work to be done.
Oh, it's a check. Amap's memoirs, The Reflections of Paul Amaps, a halfling humanist whose writings advised fair and peaceful ends to vicious conflicts. I feel like this guy's not going to get on my nerves. My life has been a long succession of pleasures. To see my town take to my ideas and cease legal discrimination of local orcs. To see my fights against horrid living conditions in city factories take off. To have the chance to see a new generation take to these ideas of a better, kinder, fairer, intelligent world and run with it to new reaches of the continent. It was not a life without struggle, however, and I shall regret its failures. My old friend Swelto comes to mind, who adopted such cruel ideologies later in life. I will forever console myself in the idea that such a brilliant mind would only conceive such theories under the strain of exile and the promise of reinstatement, as she ultimately was.
Let's move.
Baldur claimed a guardian and friend Ansur. Bright were Ansur's scales, and bright is still his breath. Yet after a betrayal too piercing to recount here in worthy detail, Ansur fled beneath the stone. Okay, I can start to see it now. Sod the maimed god. Reading like a strange cross between a warped confession and a manifesto, this text was written by a paladin who broke his oath of justice and celibacy to Tyr. After years of his devotion, it seems the man grew very sullen with his state of his life. People did not like his religious ardour, not the ardour itself, but the stringency of his tone. Evidently he got drunk one night in spring and attacked a young woman walking the streets of her hometown. Ironically, he was gelded by the authorities, ensuring his continued devotion to celibacy, if not justice. I genuinely thought that it was going to be like, you know, he was a self-righteous paladin who nobody liked, and then, you know, he met somebody, hit it off with them, had a good lay, and decided fuck the oath and fuck the god. But no, it's much worse than that. Briefly had a little bit of hope. But alas, we prove again and again why you choose the bear.
How much further can I go?
Don't want that book in my camp. It's gotta be Swelto. Stead, I don't like Steads either, but... I like that Ahab is an actual tiefling.
An insightful decision. The tree of peace bore lasting fruit. Proceed.
Proceeding. Actually, can we proceed? Yeah! Yeah, we got a bit of time. We'll probably not be finishing this section today, though. So we need to pass this trial and that trial, and then the main door will open. Prove your worth to the heart of the gate.
Pawns, king, queen. Is this long sport?
Gale has dialogue for this. As he's a nerd, he will do the puzzle for you. Let's not let him. Vedor and Umglir are gone. Our hubris is evident. Elementals took us by surprise. There are still 3 of us. For now.
Prove your strategic wits. There is but one rule. The Dark King must fall in 2 moves. Are you a commander of armies? Or a shivering pawn? Fodder for cleverer minds.
What happens if I... Because I can't really click on the white pieces. We want to move that. There, and then have the queen take the... Then he can get you. I don't play a lot of chess. There and there. Alright.
The Black King still stands. Again.
What? 2 moves. Let me do the second one. Oh, right. They get to move as well. Shit.
Once more. Let the next chance be your last.
Well...
How can I help? I'd be delighted. Though, someone else will need to watch. Wonderful. Lead on, then.
This won't take long. There we go.
Whatever ancient purpose is imbued in these halls, it may not welcome our presence here. We should be wary of whatever lurks beneath the dust.
Are you gonna go do chess?
The Dark King must fall in 2 moves. A leader succeeds. A pretender fails.
How can I help?
Evidently you can't. Alright. I would rather not go back to camp then. I'll just reload. Such an interesting way of moving them, but I don't know why we can click on these. Can't right click on them in any way. Oh, we can examine you. It's immune to everything but vulnerable to lightning. Well, I imagine that's the cheater's way through it, but let's not do that. How did I do it again? I was gonna go like that, wasn't I? Right, see, what I had in my head involved them not moving, because if that one's there, then if the queen and the rook are on these two rows, then from there it can't touch us and it can't get out of the way. But instead it's like this, where the pawns are blocking it from getting out of trouble and it can't take the queen without getting done by the rook. I get it. The Black King has fallen. You always crush the wicked, be they pawn, knight, or monarch. Proceed. And why is the door blocked?
Another step forward.
Oh, that Cambion is not worth all of these noises.
Soldier. Go on. You shouldn't have tried me.
Ooh, hello, what's that? Resistance to all elemental damage. To all of us that surround it. Good to know.
All right.
One last trial. I think. Yes. Chamber of Courage, Cemetery Blue Torch. Journal number 4. Journal number 4?
Still breathing, despite everything.
Journal number 4?
Hey-ho. Toast,
Get out of the way.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
Follow it up by getting in the way. Journal number 4!
With haste. Always room for more.
A lance board trial. A bloody lance board trial. The ground shakes, crystals fall, and I can hear the rusting of metal against rust. If this is the end, let this be my record. Then we must run.
Cursed to put my hands on everything.
A champion burns bright, even when rushing waters and moaning winds threaten to extinguish the flames. Take the torch, withstand the elements, prove your courage.
Whatever it takes. Just a little foraging.
Hold the flame. Keep it burning bright.
Aha! Oh, hi guys. I'm familiar with you.
Understood.
Are we killing these or just living for 4 turns?
On the victor's path.
I guess we should break some crystals, but Karlach should probably do that.
Two steps at a time.
Oh! I didn't notice that did a push. Should have gone for 3 of them. Shit. Well, that was funny.
For the fallen.
She doesn't have her, cantrip anymore. Huh.
Find a route.
Nah, you don't get a turn. Should probably take a look at what the Cambion actually does before I burn the action.
Well,
Oh, well.
so much for peace.
You're good at fire, unfortunately. Here, water versus air. Oh, you don't have an action for some reason. Oh, that's the one that just moved. I thought it was this one. No, what? Huh? It's like it's not actually this one's turn. There you go.
Survival is all that matters.
Yeah, go up near the edge. That's great. Okay.
On the victor's path.
Will. Put one on that way. Put one on... Those ones won't get killed. Make sure these two get him. And I guess that one as well. Oh, missed both! Hit the one that didn't get knocked off.
You still have time to surrender.
Yeah, that'll work. Also, air and water, her elemental effects aren't as appealing. Though I guess you don't have an ice storm resistance. So we could. Don't think they can get knocked over, though. Oh, shit. That gave crystal skin to this one.
Smell blood. One, two.
Where do I go from here?
What are your chances? We can't shove them either. Only Will can knock them over. Well, it still died. Happy with that. Happy with that. Thrilled with that.
What now?
But what are you gonna do? Tell me about Raging Vortex. Ten turns. It's just gonna be there for 10 turns. Let's get out of it.
On the victor's path.
Well, let's most especially get Will out of it.
Making my move.
That one's red. That one could work. Come on, do it. Bye-bye, bye-bye! There goes the Raging Vortex. I like Eldritch Blast.
And I thought we were going to be friends.
You know, we might not want Spell Might, because the additional damage isn't the point here.
Still standing, no matter what you heard.
It's about the whack-a-mole.
The blade will not bend.
Why are you supposedly still silenced?
That's it.
Don't know that that's correct.
Another fight. Let's go. Hope your soul is in good hands.
Fine. Bye-bye. Oh, we have crackly water. I didn't realize that. It's fine. They can get hurt. 2 turns remaining anyway.
Gods, it's hot in here.
On another one!
Battle favors the fearless.
It doesn't look like you'll get knocked over, but fuck it. You died, that's what's important. And we have nothing to fight.
Ready.
I wonder if this is worth the cost.
Your courage is a beacon to meek and mighty alike. May you ever withstand the raging elements.
Let's have a look.
Proceed.
At the ready.
I shall proceed with the bard's song.
Right.
That's better. Phew. The door is ready and open. And we can enter the dragon's lair. Next time on Baldur's Gate 3. If we were just shifted a little bit, like we seem to start something and then I feel like, you know what, I feel like we have currently the dramatic storytelling structure of season 1 of Alias. I don't know if you ever watched the show Alias. It went back to normal in later seasons, but in the first season they experimented with the idea of, instead of telling a complete story from beginning to end in one episode, they told their complete story in the second half of one episode and the first half of the next. So every single one would end on a cliffhanger, and the first half would generally have nothing to do with the second. And so she'd always be out on a mission in the middle of, well, not the middle, but you know, at the start and end of everything. And they'd resolve whatever they'd set up the previous one and then just start new shit in the second half. And it was stupid. But that seems like what we're doing lately because, you know, we keep finishing up what we were doing last time and then beginning the next thing in the next, in the second half, but never getting far enough. Anyway, that's that. We will meet and maybe fight a dragon. And then after that, it will be Astarion's turn to be the focus for a little bit. Fare thee well.